Light My Fire, the song that's probably the best-known song off that album, was legendary, I guess, from the Ed Sullivan Show. Did that actually really happen, Ed coming out and making those comments, or one of his producers?
Yes, of course. That's the true story, ladies and gentlemen. The true story of the Ed Sullivan Show is that we were about to go on. The show was about to start. We were somewhere in the middle. And Ed Sullivan's junior associate producer came to us and said, "Boys, we've got a problem." And I knew that was a problem. Like, boys, we've got a problem. What does that mean? I'm not a boy. I'm 28 years old. I got a master's degree from UCLA. Don't call me a boy. And, I felt like, I can see why black guys in America were so concerned about that. Yeah. Boy, do this. Boy, do that. It's like, boy, I'm not a boy. I'm a 60-year-old man. Well, I felt the same way. Anyway, he said, "Boys, we've got a problem. You can't say the word hire on national television." What? I don't get it, man. Are you? What is this? Is goofy? What's this? What's the problem here? Network has come down and said you can't say the word hire on national television. Jim looks up at the guy and says, "Well, what are we supposed to say?" And he looks at Jim and says, "Well, you're the poet," and I like that because he acknowledged that Jim was a poet. "Well, you're the poet. Come up with something. Wire, flyer, like Oliver Stone has in the movie Girl, we couldn't get much better, something like that." Yeah. And Jim's about to hit the guy. And I said, no, man, don't. No. And I said to the man, okay, it's fine. We'll come up with something. That'll be fine. He said, "See, I knew you're more mature. You're the older one. You'd be more sensible. Okay, well, you boys have a good show now." And he walks out the door. John and Robbie and Jim turn to me and say, "Ray, what are you talking about? We're not going to change it." And I said, "No, exactly. Don't change it. Here's what we're going to do, man. We are going to go on national television and say the word hire. Then that guy is going to be so PO'd that he's going to come back after the show and scream at us that we promised." I said, "Let me handle it. Yep. Let me. That's my job. Yeah. I will take care of the whole thing." And then John said, "Hey, but they've got a 5-second delay or something. They can hit, the censor button." And I said, "No, okay, yes, they can. But in our case, Paul Rothschild and Bruce Botnick, our producer and engineer, are in the control room running the sound for the Doors segment. The regular sound guys, they're outside having a smoke waiting for Steve and Edie Gourmet or whatever the hell, Topo Gigio, the talking mouse or something. They could care less. They're not in the room." And I said, "Our guys are in charge of the whole thing." All right. So everybody goes, "Yeah, let's go do it, man." So we get on national television, and Morrison just goes, "Girl, we couldn't get much higher." Yeah. And the guy totally freaked out. They must have all freaked out. Network must have heard it. Show's over. We played great. We're all going, "Yeah, what a great performance, man." Jim looked great. We played great. Sound was really good. I heard it later on. The guy comes back in and starts whining, going, "You promised. You promised. You said it. You said it." So, all right, it's my turn. Now I'm on. Yeah. I'm going to raise, he called us boys. I'm going to raise my voice. Well, sir, and be kind of boyish. "Well, sir, I know we promised, but we were so excited, and it was national television, and the Ed Sullivan Show, first time, and we've done it this way 1,000 times that, well, it just came out." And he knew I was lying. He looked at me and went, "You lying SOB." And he turned to Jim Morrison and he said, "Mr. Sullivan wanted you on the show. He wanted you back for 6 more times. You know what that would have done to your career? That would have made you guys." And Jim just looked up on him and said, "Hey, so what, man? We just did the Ed Sullivan Show." Anyway. Turned around and walked out, and we never played the Ed Sullivan Show ever again. Yeah. But like Jim said, so what, man? We just did the Ed Sullivan Show.
Did you see the Simpsons episode where they lampooned that thing with Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Oh,
Red Hot Chili,
perfect, man. Yeah. Perfect.
So years later, it turns up in pop culture.
Yeah. And we have the rights to the little video. We bought those rights to that video performance, and have shown the Ed Sullivan Show, 1,000 times, 500 times. So we've done the Ed Sullivan Show not 6 more times, but 500 more times with the same damn performance of Light My Fire.